Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Brady now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Recovered by the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brand, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And
last time. Not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because just...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Taking about 7 yards.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline,
and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. You live for this. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressure, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The 27-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Jaguars 7.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Dillon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
And let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On play action, they'll throw.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Butler making the catch. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
It's 4th down.
Now a
a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 51.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Jaguars 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts just continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With the score, Colts 42, Jaguars 10.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He's tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's try to spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Made by Mike Hilton. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Dillon.
36-yard line.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
On the play. First down, Jaguars.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Single, 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 single. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars! Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Colts to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Dillon. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Foreman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Again, it's Foreman. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
at their own 25-yard.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Brady now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Indy set to go on offense once more. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Danny Shelton made the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, he's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.